Chris here from Sons of Liberty Survival, and this week's episode is going to be once again about fire. Fire is an ever-evolving technique. People are coming up with more and more ways to sustain fire or create fire, different fire-starting materials, or just in general different ways to adapt it to some of the gear or clothing that you wear. And to help you with that, I'm going to show you a few examples of what I mean. Now, like I said, it's an ever-evolving thing, fire is. Now, with some of the products I have here, it may be a little overwhelming, but these are just the common items that you might want to stock in a prepper or, bug out scenario. First item we have is, it's called Rattler Strap. They make shoelaces and they also make a belt. They make two different versions. They have their first version, which is just 550 cord and has a ferro rod on the end of the shoelace with a little rubber piece on the end of it. But they've evolved that into the Rattler Strap 2.0. It's got a little metal clasp, a little rubber slide that slides off the ferro rod, and it also comes with a metal cutting device that also goes over the shoelaces. Now with this, I recommend that you leave the little plastic sleeve that comes with it. The cutting tool is very sharp. Like I said, you can use it for the flint, or you can use it to shave off tinder from a twig if need be. But that's my recommendation, is to leave the metal piece, the plastic on the metal piece. That is a great tool in my opinion. You're going to need shoelaces, and what better way not to have is a ferro rod on the end of it. Like I said in my earlier videos, ferro rods to me are more valuable than anything. Granted, you want to start with the most modern technique you have for fire in your kit and move to the crudest, but I like ferro rods all around. So it's made out of 550 cord. It's got a ferro rod on the end. Everybody's adapting 550 cord into a lot of their gear anyways. And it's got a small cutting device on the end of it. The only problem I ran into that is some of the military type shoelacing has little metal eyelets, and I can show you a closer up picture of this later. It doesn't really work with this type that I found out. It works more with the eye hole or little metal detent. But there's got to be a way that someone out there has found a way to work around it. Next up is Aztec dust. It's put out by Strike Survival, and it comes in a little 2-ounce tin. Even though this is a 1-ounce tin, this was a little sample. What it is it's a fat pine wood. It's called Montezuma pine, and it's got like an 80% resin content to it. Like I said, it comes in a 2-ounce can. There's a bag of magnesium shavings in the can already itself to help with starting wetter woods and stuff like that, to help ignite the fire a little more easier. But the tinder itself ignites just fine. Next up, I have really good for preppers who want to stay in their home and not want to bug out. It's an Envirolog. Great thing about Envirolog is all their materials are 100% recycled. So it's safe for the environment. It has less emissions for creosote, and all those other materials that you wouldn't want in your flue or getting back into your lungs. The log has up to a 3-hour burn time. The 5-pound logs have up to a 3-hour burn time. The 3-pound logs have up to a 2-hour burn time. But you can stock these in your home, by the box or however you want to get them, and just put them off to the side. And, they're great for like I said, those home want to stay preppers. But they're not limited to that. You can use it for fishing, camping, RVing, tailgating. Anything to your heart's desire. Obviously you don't want to throw this in your bug out bag because, a 5-pound log or a 3-pound log, the weight adds up. So with that in mind, with the bug out preppers, or the survivalists, they have what's called their starter kits. This one's a fire starter kit. This one's more like a charcoal starter kit for charcoal. They have a 20-minute burn time. They can be lit for damp firewood. There's no unpleasant lighter fluid taste. These are more tailored to use of firewood and stuff like that. These are more for your charcoal briquettes. But they work just as well for either or. And last product I want to talk about is one that I'm really excited about. I'm a big zombie fan. Who doesn't love a good zombie movie? This is called Zombie Tinder. All of their products are 100% waterproof. I take that back. Their zombie ball tinder is 100% waterproof. They make a jelly cotton tin. It's waterproof, but only in the tin. The great thing about these is it comes in a tin itself. The tin has many multiple uses. You can create char cloth. You can boil water in it. You can signal with the tin. You shine up the back a little bit. You kind of reflect the light back at where you need it. The most main reason, though, I'm really excited about it is they make a kit tailored to all different climates. Whether you're in a wet area, desert, pine-infested area, maybe a temperate zone, or just on a 2-day hike trip. You don't have to use the entire ball. Some of these balls are very large, and you don't have to use the whole thing. You can cut what you need, so you can make this kit last as long as you want. The larger balls, zombie tinder balls, they burn up to 19 to 20 minutes, and the smaller ones, about 11 to 13 minute burn time, as you can see. The smaller ones. And they all fit in the tin. Alright, now it doesn't want to play nice, but that's the Zombie Tinder. It never expires, just like a zombie. You can create, like I said, you can create char cloth in the tin. They can be lit with a spark that you can light damp wood with them. And now hopefully I'm going to break out a video and show you a little bit of what each does.